Previously on Unranked.
The Camry, the 2003 Camry that I drive is starting to fall apart. It is now duct taped in two places by the wheel, one of the wheel wells. It's one of the plastic pieces, I guess, are falling apart. So that's been duct taped. And then there was a hole in one part of the car that's now been duct taped. There's a crack at the front of the car. The ceiling is starting to fall down. Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep it though. I don't drive it that much, so I'll duct tape this thing till I guess it dies. Yeah, yeah.
Thoughts?
So speaking of that car, which is very interesting that you did a previously on about it. The duct tape fell off and one of the like plastic pieces of the wheel well was like scraping against the road while I was driving today. And then I was like, all right, let me just look up some deals. What's going on in the car world? I haven't really been in the car game. So my Camry is a V6, has a V6 engine, which it goes, right? It still goes. Looking up
I guess.
Camrys, they discontinued the V6 engine for the Camry back in 2024. I'm a year late. But you can get a hybrid Camry that goes 0 to 60 in like 8.6 seconds. No, I think like 6.8 seconds, whatever.
Is it a plug-in hybrid or hybrid?
No, I think it's hybrid. I don't think it's plug-in hybrid. But I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if
if you
really,
go in
I
that
really
direction, V6, V8, who cares? If you have an electric, if you have a plug-in hybrid or an all-electric, it's going to be so much faster than.
What do you mean?
They're just so much faster.
Like faster, just the car is faster?
Yeah. Because it's just like unlimited torque, just immediate power. There's no like the engine doesn't have to rev up. So you don't need the V6. Like
yeah, but the Toyota, I was looking at the Camry 0 to 60. Under six, the V6 models are faster, with some achieving the benchmark in under 6 seconds.
yeah, but that's not as good as the electric speed.
No, it says the 2025 Camry, which is hybrid only.
Right, that's hybrid only. That's not a plug-in hybrid or an all-electric, which doesn't use the engine. It just uses the electric. That's why I said, is it plug-in hybrid?
No, not plug-in. So it's an extra 0.8 to 0.9 seconds, and like an extra second to get to, because it's 6.8 seconds to get to 0 to 60 in the 2025 Camry. Ooh.
The
6 seconds.
Yeah, so the Prime, right, which is a much bigger, much heavier, and I wonder if this is including on, I'm guessing it's not, because I bet they do these on standard power. Yeah, this is doing it on, I want to know what the EV speed is, but this does it in like 5. I
Oh,
want
but
to
it
know
says
what the EV
this is
speed
the
is.
cheapest Camry, referring to the base model, can be the fastest due to its lighter weight. Not with
Interesting.
me in it.
There you go. Hey, this is the Unranked Podcast. Welcome to the show. You're gonna want to watch that previously on because it's much better.
Is that from Street Fighter?
That's Street Fighter 2. I did a little
Mhm.
I did a little graphic, I mean it's not an animation because it's it's 7, 8, 9 frames, something like that. It's not an animation, but I did a little graphic thing.
I did a graphic
I put him in
thing.
the car. We beat the car up. It's good. Check it out. YouTube.com/Unranked Podcast.
Okay.
It is the 498th episode. I am back.
Here he is.
Back in
Got
action.
a Spindrift.
Spindrift at the ready. This is Christian Humes speaking with Alex Tuna, fresh cut Marinello.
Pretty fresh. Yeah.
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 Looking circumcised up there.
Oh, please.
What's going on here? It looks a little different than the huge.
Well, I didn't want to go back for a while.
Okay.
So I got it cut a lot shorter.
It's a lot cleaner than normal, too. It feels like, did you comb it? It looks combed.
There's no comb.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
No comb.
Impressive volume, impressive hold.
Just what the hair does.
That's good. That's good stuff. Um, Tuna,
Hmm.
been away for a short bit. Missed a couple Pokemon. Looks like I missed a good Pokemon and a shit Pokemon. We're gonna find out what we have in store for us today when we talk about the 490th Pokemon
Sure. Why
in.
are we even talking about, I mean, don't the people want to know what's been going on?
I mean, let's get the Pokemon out of the way and then
All right.
we'll
I mean, I don't like this Pokemon. This Pokemon's kind of boring. Manaphy.
Manaphy. Manaphy.
Manaphy.
Manaphy. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. We can't just move on.
Why would happen?
Who plays Spock?
Leonard Nimoy?
Nimble. Are you doing this on purpose?
No, Leonard Nimoy. What are you talking
Leonard
about?
Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy.
No, Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy.
Listen, if you were gonna give Tom shit for Charizard for like 300 episodes, I'm
It's
not letting
Leonard.
Nimoy.
It's Leonard Nimoy.
It's
Everyone knows this.
absolutely not.
Everyone knows it's he in his close circle of
Alex,
friends.
if you'd watched enough Big Bang Theory, you would know it's pronounced
But
Leonard
no,
Nimoy.
but they're not in his close group of friends. It's his close group of
Oh, I
friends.
see.
Call him Leonard
I
Nimoy.
see. They called him Nimoy.
Yep.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a well-known fact.
Unbelievable.
He has a on by his gravesite. There's an audio recording of him saying it. You have to do a couple puzzles to get it though.
Ridiculous.
Sorry.
I'm a big fan of the guy. He had
Him and his autobiographies.
yeah, I mean, come on. He's Spock. He's William Bell in Fringe.
Oh yeah.
Fucking,
Right.
fucking
Forgot
awesome.
about that.
Fucking awesome. All right, so we have another one of these sort of mythical Pokemon. They're not a legendary Pokemon, they're a mythical Pokemon. They're essentially like fairies. Again, fairy type didn't exist at this point, but these are magical, Pokemon is what I would almost call them. I'm surprised they haven't actually used that terminology yet in the game anywhere for anything, but they all follow a vibe, right? They all follow this like, hey, you know what Pokemon liked? Mew. You know what Pokemon people liked about
Hmm.
Pokemon when we did it again? Celebi. And then it became a theme, and then this generation they decided to really like expand the lore of the universe and they just
Hmm.
went fucking nuts with the amount of legendary, non-legendary, mythical and
Hmm.
god Pokemon that exist for some reason. That being
Yeah.
said, in comparison to last week's Pokemon, this one at least looks better, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's got balls on the end of its like little talons at the top
Yep.
of its head.
It does. It does have a little nutsack on its head.
It looks like one of those toys that you could like that you would twist, you know? It was like a stick. It had two balls on the end, and you would just
Oh
like go back and forth,
yeah.
clack back and click, click,
Yeah,
click, click, click,
yeah.
clack back and forth. This Pokemon stinks. I'm pretty good with putting it down low, but I guess we could just
I
go
think it's
for the
better than
trivia.
last week.
Sure.
But yeah, let's go to the trivia.
Okay. Manaphy may be a
You're saying it like
combination of
Gaddafi.
Manaphy may be a combination of mana, spiritual life force in Polynesian culture,
Yeah.
and Fae, fairy.
Yes.
Honestly, I think the way I'm saying it, if you're gonna take mana and Fae together, Mana Fae is
Yeah.
pretty good. I would say
Manaphy.
the right way to say it.
Not Manaphy.
No, it's Mana Fae.
All right.
It's Mana Fae. That's the way
All
it
right.
says. It says right here. Mana Fae may be a combination of mana, and Fae. Fae. Mana Fae. Mana Fae. I mean, that's
I
the way
know,
to
but
say
you
it.
were saying Manaphy, like Gaddafi.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
Oh,
That's my point.
got what the fuck I was saying.
I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% sure how it was pronounced. I can't remember how they say it, but I know it wasn't what you were saying.
Manaphy.
Yeah, maybe.
Manaphy.
I think that's how they said it. That's what I remember, but I don't, I'm not
Manaphy.
certain. Not certain enough to
Because
discredit
breeding
you.
Manaphy with Ditto produces only Phion eggs, there has yet to be an explanation on how Manaphy eggs are produced. Okay.
Hell yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess. Sure.
look,
I mean, I'm ready to
The
move on.
well, we got to say it, right?
Okay.
Bad shiny is just a shade difference. It's just a shade
Yeah.
difference, and it's not a
It's
good
amazing
shade.
to me that the
Bad
shinies can
shiny.
be so bad. You'd think the shinies would just be like
Yeah,
boss.
yeah, big time. Um, I'm just gonna read you some Pokedex. Legend
Mm-hmm.
Arceus, rumored to migrate across the oceans and visit. How do you say that place again? Husui. What was the name of that location?
Huisui.
I can't remember. I can't remember how you say it. Coastal waters only rarely, although Manaphy or Manaphy
Mm-hmm.
resembles Fion. It's also
Mm,
quite different. The relation between the two is unclear. The relation between the two fucking water sprites that look exactly the same is unclear.
mm.
You out of your fucking mind? I think it's Huisen. I think that's how you say
That's
that
good.
word.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
think it's
Yeah,
Huisen.
yeah.
All right, where are we putting on the list?
Second to last. No, I don't
Right,
know.
puppet.
I'll let you. Why is Fia wait, Fione is a real Pokemon?
Yeah, that was last week's Pokemon.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, right above it.
All right.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
hate
think
it.
it belongs there. I think they're both better than like Wormadam.
No,
That being
no.
said, we can fix that later. Look, I think they
We'll
go
fix it
up
in
like
post. We'll fix it in
five.
post. We'll fix it in post.
It's not much,
Fix it in post.
especially because like, they got stats, they got moves. They're all right.
Hmm.
All right, we're
All right,
done
so
with
what do you
it.
got?
We're done with it. What do I got? Well, all right. So 2 weeks having a kid.
Yep, you have a kid. How's it
Had a
going?
kid. It's pretty good. Both more and less tired than I expected. Both
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that
easier,
one more time.
both
Both
more and less tired. I'm more
both
tired than I
more
thought
and
I would be,
tired.
right? But not,
Okay.
it's not the staying up late at night where I'm tired. It's during the daytime I'm sleepy because I'm
Yeah.
not fully recovering at night. Yeah, but
No.
everyone always, so here's the thing I've determined is that
Okay.
because everyone wants to give you unsolicited advice, which is fine because what am I going to ask 100 different people about, what it's like when you first have a kid? But everyone kind of says the same things, but no one gives any detail. So it's all
What did
very
I say?
vague. You're like, enjoy sleeping like while you can, because you're not going to sleep anymore, right?
I didn't
And
say that.
I mean, you kind of did. Yeah.
I did not say enjoy sleeping because you're not going to sleep again. I sleep all the time.
When you first had the kid and you were up all the time?
You're up every couple hours feeding the kid.
Right. Yeah. So
That's
anyway,
true. And if you're
sure.
not, then you're,
Yeah.
you're not taking care of this
Yeah.
kid.
Well, so that's the thing, actually. We don't even have so the kid's already well past her birth weight. So we don't even have to wake her up anymore. We just let her sleep. They said we don't have to wake her up anymore to feed
Sure.
her every 2 hours because she's already way past her birth
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Um, and she sleeps a good 4 to 5 hours every time she knocks out at this point, and then she wakes up and she feeds. It's like insatiable, this child. Like
Mm,
we'll give her the
mm,
full bottle, we'll give her a little extra, and then she's like 20 minutes later is like more food. And they told us like as long as she wants to eat, just let her eat till she doesn't want to eat anymore. So
mm,
she's kind of like eating a hand in comparison to when we were doing the every 2 3 hours absolute max feeding, right?
mm,
And it was like a couple of ounces each
mm,
time. So it's,
mm,
you know, 10 to 12 times a day. It was a lot.
mm.
The last few days, it's like, feed 3 times during the day, like once or twice, like less than half as much. We're feeding like 5 times in a day, but she's eating just as
Yeah.
much. She's just like gorging on food. Uh,
Yeah. I think the 2 hour thing for us was like just the first 2 weeks, and then
yeah,
that was done.
no one said that. Everyone said that that's what it's like for a while, and it was 2 weeks, and now it's done. Whatever.
No, my favorite part is where was just like you wake up, right? She's
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
You can bring her anywhere. Bring her anywhere. Uh, when she sleeps, she's sleeping. Like
yeah.
you can make a lot of
Out.
noise.
Oh,
They're
dude, we
out.
make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're out.
Yeah, it's great.
I was able to work. Like I was working down here with
Yeah,
her in her
right
like
there.
Dockatot thing right there, and
Yeah,
I was able to have meetings just like this. And I would like pick the laptop up and be like, "Yeah, check her out. She's sleeping."
there she is. Yeah, I'm
I mean,
like one
there's
handing it, walking
not a lot to
around.
do. You
Yeah,
doing
no.
high contrast books and videos and
Yeah,
shit?
we got the cards. We got the cards.
Mm-hmm.
The eye tracking started at the beginning of this week. Before it was like, oh, where the eyes open or closed, whereas now the eyes are open and she's
Mm-hmm.
following you. Like you're like, oh, you're actually looking at me now. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
more like every day. Like it was literally like Sunday or Monday for the first time. I'm like, oh, she's like actually looking at us now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit, and then every day it's been more. And like today, she's just staring at everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, you know, she's
You'll
a potato.
transition to tummy time soon, and
Yeah,
that'll be your next life.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
tummy time. Gotta do tummy time.
that'll be fun.
Make
It'll
sure
be all
the
right.
head's filling out.
Yep, yep. I'm a good kid. Like, so
Yeah.
far, non-fussy, easy kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eats everything,
Eats
sleeps.
everything.
Yeah,
You've given her milk and formula, whatever.
yeah. There are a lot of kids that don't take some formulas. There's some kids that won't take like breast milk. They'll only take formula. Some kids won't
Right.
take
Right.
like she doesn't care. She doesn't like we have different kinds of bottles. She'll use the different kinds of bottles.
What
We
kind of
use the
different
different.
bottles you have? You don't have the doctor. I feel like everyone's got Dr. Brown.
No,
You didn't go with Dr.
I don't
Brown?
know. I don't know. We have the Phillips.
Oh, I don't know Phillips. I don't know the Philip
Um,
bottles.
but then we also have like the bottles that are for the pump, and those have their own
Oh, I
tops.
don't know anything
And then
about
we
that.
have
We
the
didn't do that.
slow feeds, which we got because, like, especially at night, like we found if we use the slow ones, it takes her a lot longer to eat the food, but
Mm,
she's not spitting it up. Whereas when we had like the normal ones, she'd
hmm.
drink it so fast, then she'd spit a bunch of it up, and then so we had to like slow her down
Yeah, I got
because
spit up on a lot.
yeah, like it basically has changed. But so we've changed the tops on these things, and like there's like three different tops that she has, and
Right, right. I forgot
she
about the
doesn't care.
tops.
She doesn't care
Yeah,
which one
I
it is. And
forgot
I know
about
that there's a lot of
the
babies. They're
thing.
fussy with that. They're like, no,
Mm,
I'll only eat this
hmm.
formula. I'll only have this. It's been
Yeah.
easy so far. We're lucky. Um, T's doing good, you
All
know.
right. Yeah, right, right. How's right.
We've
Okay.
gotten burritos, right? Like we texted you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the day Therese went into labor, which was hilariously on her due date. Um,
Yeah.
that was our last burrito day. We were like, who knows when we'll be back getting burritos?
I don't know why you
Six
didn't think
days
you'd be able
later.
to go out to get
6 days
burritos.
later.
Who told you you wouldn't be able to leave the house? People, you have to leave the house. If you don't leave the
Yeah.
house, like we didn't go out to a restaurant, but like I took that kid out for a walk in her little bassinet thing. All I was like, this is I gotta get
Yeah,
this.
we have to drive to do that because it's like 90 degrees outside right
All
now,
right, it's July.
and
Yep.
it's going to get hotter and hotter. Like in
Right.
the valley in a month, it's going to be over 100 degrees
But you're
every
still
day for a
taking
few
her
weeks.
out.
Yeah, so we've gotten burritos a couple times. We've obviously go to the pediatrician.
Right. You gotta go to the
Um,
peds.
Pediatrician, big Disney person. I was wearing a Disney hat when I went in. She was like, "Are you guys season pass holders?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, "No." I was like, "We let it expire because the
Right.
baby." She was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And then she was like, "Well, they have a deal at Costco."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, when can I bring her?" She was like,
To what?
"Honestly,
To
it's to
Disney?
Disneyland." She was like, "Well,
Why
because it's
can't she go?
outdoors.
Yeah.
Well, vaccines,
Oh, right.
right?
Vaccines.
So it's outdoors." So she was like, "It'll be fine." Um,
Loud noises. You could just get
But
those
that was the other
headphones.
thing. She was like, I wouldn't suggest anything under 3 months. She was like, but it's probably way too overstimulating. She was like, I would wait till 6 months. And I was like, great, cool.
Yeah.
6 months. We're also like, I talked to her already about like, I said, like, when can I get the measles shot? She was like, well, if you're traveling like 6 months, I'm like, well, we'd like to travel
Wait,
and we won't.
measles. Why do you need the measles shot? You never got it?
No, for the baby.
Oh, for the baby.
Duh.
Right.
But the typically it's around 12 months, but if you're gonna be traveling like or international, they'll let you do it as early as 6 months. So it's like, let's do it. Like 6 months, let's get it. Who knows when RFK is gonna put the ban
Oh
hammer
my
on that,
God.
right?
All right.
Um he's gonna be like, Bungie with people that are spoofing their IP address and messing with their routers.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we let's see, we went to the mall. I took her to the mall.
Okay.
Went to Barnes and Noble, got coffee, and then got hand rolls. There was a hand roll bar that we had never seen. It was,
Hmm.
like a weekday at like 3 o'clock, so it was pretty empty. So like I got a beer and had sushi, and Teresa had sushi for the first time in, like
Right,
nine
right, right.
months.
Yep.
And she just slept through the whole thing. She slept through the car ride. She slept through just
Yeah.
like like the earliest she'll wake up on her own is 2 hours, but honestly, it seems like she'll sleep at least a good almost 4 hours every time on her own, which it's like we went out for hours. And then today we went to the zoo. We took her to the zoo. She slept through most of it. Had my first like using the like changing thing in like a bathroom experience.
Hmm.
Had to like go do that.
Changing thing in the bathroom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Had the first like public. She was crying for like 5 or 10 minutes because she needed to eat. And
Hmm.
that was it. You know, showed her
Yep.
showed her the baboons, showed her the chimps, showed her the
Yep.
gorillas.
Hmm.
Because we did it. I told her middle name came from Jane Goodall, so it's like
Right.
we got to show you to them, let them
Hmm.
know. They'll spread word. They'll spread
Spread
word.
the
They'll get it.
word.
They'll get it back to her.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
I do have to tell you. So I was like debating, do I say her name here or no? Because you did a good job for about 2 years until you
Yeah.
kept
And
accidentally saying
yeah,
your
that
daughter's
was
name
slip. Well,
Avery
because
over and
she's in
over.
my name, my in
Right.
like I say her name all the time now because
Yes.
she's always doing something bad.
Um, so I was like, do I? And I'm just like, fuck it. I was like, I'm gonna make the same mistake. So I'm just not even gonna bother because I don't want to edit.
Because
So we did
eventually you're
name
just going to be saying it over and over and over again.
right. So we named her Penny. I have to tell you, Tuna,
Oh
the
God.
let's get Dominic Monaghan from Lost to
Uh,
do the Not Penny's boat thing on Cameo.
hmm.
Entirely Teresa's idea.
Okay. All right. I don't. Okay.
She came upstairs to me because I was like, oh, like we should probably do a post or something. She was like, well, we got to figure out what to do. I was like, all right. And she was
Mm,
just like, would it be weird if we got and she had Dominic Monaghan and she had Desmond. She was like, which one should we get? And I'm like, yeah, like I get why like Desmond makes more sense, but like if we get it, I only want it if he writes her name on his hand,
right.
like in the show.
Right. Did you have to
I
pay
c-
extra for that?
no, I couldn't believe he did it. I
Uh,
couldn't believe that he did it, dude. It's so
yeah.
funny. It's so funny that he did that. So yeah, you know, named after a character from Lost, which is named after a character from The Odyssey.
Hmm. Chris just
Also,
pointed to his book, The Odyssey.
Big Bang Theory. The girl on Inspector Gadget, the niece.
Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
Right. There you go.
Lot of heroes of fiction.
Yeah. Homer, Lost,
Yeah,
Inspector Gadget.
yeah.
Yep. Hmm.
Um, I'll say this.
Yes.
I know I'm more tired than I believe I am because I was getting like an eye twitch. And I was like, what is the cause of that? And they say like it's either from dry eyes or not enough sleep. And I'm like,
Right.
my eyes aren't dry. So,
Yeah.
okay. But also I haven't been playing Donkey Kong and it's an amazing game. It's a really good
It
game.
is. It is.
It's a
It is an
really good
amazing game.
game.
Yeah, it's great. It's
And
a great game.
I've had like just not enough energy to like
No.
start playing it, partially because when I think about playing it, I'm like, oh, that I want to go play it. And then I realize like I'm tired and I'm like, I'm not gonna be paying attention really.
Hmm.
And then like, what am I doing? So
Hmm.
like,
Are you back to work now or no?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm, mm,
But
mm, mm.
a bunch of the shows that I work on got canceled. They're getting new shows that are gonna replace them.
Oh, did they speak out against Trump
No,
or
no,
what
no, no. They
situation?
just they had all had bad ratings.
Okay.
Um, yeah, no, they
Okay.
just had bad ratings.
Okay.
But I don't work on the main shows. I work on, But anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
so right now my
you're
workload is
light.
very light. Yeah.
Okay.
So like for the next month, I have very little to do,
Okay.
which is great because
Yeah.
I'm salaried. I don't play,
Right, right, right.
and they
Yeah.
don't really have anything else for me to do. So I'm just working a couple hours every day right now. So
Great.
honestly, couldn't have worked better for the day I came back when that
Mm,
was announced because it was like the
hmm.
day before I came back. They
Yeah.
were like, we're canceling a bunch of shows. I was like, oh, I work on a couple of those. And then I was like, oh, well, they're just gonna have new ones. Sweet. I just wait. Cool.
There you go.
Great. So
Perfect.
So yeah, so I did have a thing I want to talk, but so should we just talk about Donkey Kong a little bit? Or
Yeah,
what's happened with you since last week?
since last week.
Yeah, what's happened with you since last week?
Um, the kid's been more independent, I guess. Keeps
Okay.
wanting to do more stuff on her own.
Okay.
Usually when she goes potty, she's like, "Oh, come with me." Like she just wants you to come with her. And then today she was like, "No, I'll do it
Yeah.
myself." And it was like,
Yeah.
"Aw." Mm.
Really? You weren't like, thank
Well,
God?
it's another one of those. No, it's another one of those things that you're like, well, there, it's like we're creeping more. We're
Sure.
always inching closer to the date that I put her down for the last time. Like
Well,
you're just
you had to go and say like the saddest thing imaginable.
well, right? Or like today when I went to work,
Like
I
what
had to
an
go to the.
escalation that
Well,
was.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
when
you're
I went
talking
to
about losing potty time, which it's like I get it, but like also like you know what, you're probably kind of over potty time. And then
I
you
mean, we
follow
just
it up
kind of
with
like
like,
sit
well,
there.
today it's potty time, tomorrow I never pick her up again.
Well, and then today
Fuck.
too, she was like, "Daddy, don't go. Like, don't go to work." And I'm like, I fucking hate this shit. I can't believe it. Like, I have to go back to work in the office because of all this crap that's happened in the last 8 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her at the door being like, "Don't go, don't go.
That
Play with
sucks.
me," was like, fuck,
That's heartbreaking.
goddamn, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, that's
But then
rough.
I came home today and she wanted to play, so we played. Um, it was all good. Anyway, Donkey Kong. I mean, have you listened to the podcast? I
Oh
feel like all
yeah.
I'm going to do is repeat what I said last time. But for me, Donkey Kong is um like I have to clear. Like it's like I find myself digging and digging and digging and clearing and clearing and clearing stuff. Um, so, but yeah, it's a
Well,
great
but
game.
why? Why do you feel like what's here's a question for you.
Yeah,
Because I think I decided already, other than getting the bananas, which isn't that hard to do,
yeah.
like clearing all the bananas from a stage, is there
Uh-huh.
something else that you think you're gonna have to quantify to have like 100% that you're gonna miss out on stages and things?
No, it's like an addiction kind of thing.
Yeah, you need like therapy.
But I have like all the bananas and all the fossils in every area. I can't leave an area
Yeah, but the
until I've
bananas and the
gotten that.
fossils in an area don't seem like they're
No, they're
that
really
big of
easy.
a
They're really
yeah.
easy, but I spend a lot of time just digging just because like I feel like I don't know. It's a
But if
mental
you know
illness.
that you're not actually getting
No,
something out of it,
I know it's a mental illness. I don't know what more to say.
I
Mentally
like
unwell.
the upgrade tree.
Oh, I have a little advice on that upgrade tree.
Well, I'm not putting shit into my
Not for
health,
you. Oh,
is what I would
that was going to
say.
be my advice.
Okay.
I put no skills into health
Yeah.
whatsoever.
It's not
None.
tough. It's not tough. And
No.
honestly, I want to
There is no
have the extra
reason.
skills. Like the first upgrade you get, I'm like, oh, cool, upgrade tree. And then I was like, why would I pick health when I can pick like a double
No.
jump?
You should
Like,
never pick
what are
health
you out of your mind?
ever. Never
No.
pick health. What a
It
waste.
doesn't have that much challenge, the game.
No, there is no
If you get
challenge.
hit, there's stuff to heal yourself
Well, here's the
everywhere.
thing. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm in world 6, I think.
Hmm.
5 or 6. No, I think I
Hmm.
skipped 5 to get to 6. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, do I think this game, as of now, is a 10 out of 10? No. Like I think it's like a 9. I think it's a solid 9. I
You
think I had
this is insane. What does it even mean?
I just think I liked Odyssey better. I think I liked
But
obviously
just
Breath
because
of the
you
Wild
liked another game
2 years.
better doesn't necessarily mean that this is.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying
I
it's
so far I
9.5. I
love
don't think
this
it's a
game.
perfect 10. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, I haven't played a ton of it, so
But this game kind of has the same one of the same issues I had with Odyssey where like there are so many bananas in so many places and because you can dig through most of the stage, like to get to a banana isn't that challenging. The best part of this game, the most challenging and the best I think the best parts of this game are the side scrolling parts.
yeah, I mean they're great, and I was
Or
very happy the second I saw one early
so
on
the
in the
side
game.
scrolling and then the like the challenge stages, like the stages where you got to find 3 bananas in the stage and there's usually two standard ones, one midway, one at the end, and then one hidden one. Like to me, that and the side-scrolling stages are a lot more fun, and the challenge and like the enemy ones too ramp up a little bit. And I try to give myself a challenge by not using Bananza
Sure,
as much as possible, just because if I use that, then the game is just like for me, it's just like, oh fuck it, just
sure.
game's done.
It's
But
fun
anyway,
though. It's
great
a
game.
game that's
I'm
just
not saying it's
fun,
not fun.
right? It's kind of
I'm
like the
not saying
rule
it's
of
not fun.
cool with film. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Nintendo follows like the rule of fun, where like
yeah.
they don't care. Like there are people, online trying to, where does this fit into like the timeline or Donkey Kong?
What
Like,
the timeline?
do you
Oh
know what I
my
mean?
God.
But like, what
Yeah,
is the point? What
who
is the point?
cares?
Like, yeah, who cares?
I've never seen
Who
Nintendo
cares?
games as like Mario for me doesn't need a story. Like the
Right.
story can just be Bowser came, took the princess,
But
or
when they
came
do a
and just
story like Mario
what?
64, it's good.
Okay.
But not everything needs it. I'm just saying, like, because I agree with you, like
Nintendo games
wholesale,
don't need a huge story. Even
correct.
Zelda doesn't need a big story.
But when they do story bits,
Hmm.
they generally do them well, right? Like generally when they like bother to be like, all right, we're putting a story thing in. Like
Hmm.
remember the opening to fucking Wind Waker? And then like Wind
Oh yeah.
Waker, like the biggest story
Bum, ba,
parts of
ba,
Wind Waker, it's
bum,
like you have the
bum, bum,
opening,
bum,
you have the first
bum.
climax like fight
Hmm.
with Ganondorf, you have the
Yeah.
second reveal with like Zelda and the
Yeah.
castle, and then you have the finale. There's basically like four story moments in that game,
Yeah. No,
but they're all
that's a great
so
game.
good.
That's a
They're all
great game.
so good. But yeah, there's other ones where but this one I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what this
No,
story
I
is.
could
I
care
don't
less what
care
this is.
if
I
it
like
makes any
just
sense.
bashing,
It's great.
digging, breaking shit.
It's
Like
great.
that's awesome. That's a
Now, so
great.
this did give me a thought, Alex,
Yeah.
because a trend in games, right? Nintendo tends to follow trends like way later, but then still somehow finds a way to do something new. For instance, like they've done now with open world games since Zelda, and then doing like the Mario Bowser's Fury kind of stuff, and now doing this with Donkey Kong. We're gonna just see probably more and more open world shit from Nintendo that they'll
Hmm.
keep finding new stuff to do. Is this Nintendo's first? Is this the Nintendo version of the dad game? Right? All the dad games, they have it all the sad dad games, right? Where they have
Hmm.
like The Last of Us, and then
Right.
they have the God of War.
Right.
They did it with like Uncharted, the Death Stranding,
Right.
right? All these where you got like the dad. It was also become popular in TV. Like off the top of my head, like Mandalorian, right? Like everyone's like you got the dad, you got the kid.
Yep.
The Walking Dead game.
You
Nintendo's
can't
never
have a
done
mom.
that.
You can't
This
have
is
a
it.
mom. Yeah.
But they're going for Rad Dad, not Sad Dad,
Right.
right?
Right.
Nintendo's
Right.
like, we're redefining the dad genre.
Hmm.
It's the Rad Dad genre,
Yeah.
which I was thinking, dude,
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza would be an exceptional for someone out there, exceptional cosplay if you have like a little girl. Give her the
Oh yeah.
little, that would
Hmm.
be great. That would
Yeah.
be very good.
Hmm.
I really like the Donkey Kong redesign. And
Yeah, it's
one
good.
thing that's really stood out to me, because I'm a big Donkey Kong Country guy, and
Hmm.
I think both Donkey Kong Country Returns games are fantastic, but I felt like the villains were all missing out, and I didn't really like any of the new like characters and enemies that were in those games.
Hmm.
And I felt like the designs kind of abandoned like the theming of the Donkey Kong Country games too much.
Hmm.
Like, and there's been this, I think mostly unconfirmed, but there's this general consensus that maybe Nintendo didn't really like the rare character designs and stuff that they did for Donkey Kong Country. So
Mm.
when we saw the redesigned Donkey Kong, and it's like, oh, he kind of looks like the movie version of Donkey Kong, I was like, oh, this is like the final death for all the rare stuff. And that is not been the case at all with this game. This game has been like I am certain that there's going to be Kremling's K. Rool at some point in this game. I'm sure I'm gonna have like Diddy and Dixie. I don't know if Funky Kong's gonna be there, but
In this game, in Bonanza,
yeah,
the game we're playing right now.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have
Um,
no idea.
just because from the first stage on, like there's the crocodile skeleton that turns gold, And
Right.
then like there are, you know, the barrels, there are the brambles. The brambles was
Yep.
like one of the most iconic things in the first Donkey Kong Country games. It's like very
Mm-hmm.
difficult stage, and that being like the first hazard in this game where you're actually getting hurt in that opening stage. I was shocked by how many Donkey Kong Country references I saw in the first couple of areas that I played that
Mm-hmm.
I'm like actually very happy about it now. Because as a Donkey Kong Country guy, I was like, oh, this is the death of the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong. Um, did you ever look at that article that Tom sent out about this game? That the Nintendo developers they did like sort of a little interview series about it.
Mm, no.
So they showed the game. They basically said they started working on this game 8 years ago, and it was being built for the original Switch. And they actually, Nintendo famously doesn't show a lot of in progress stuff or things that aren't made. That kind of has to like leak out later. We
Okay.
typically don't ever see it. And if it was ever demoed, they'll just like be like, "What are you talking about?" Like that footage, you know, they just don't. They only want people to see like the final product, which I
Right.
get. It's a very controlled image thing. It's smart. It's why they're the Disney of video games.
Right.
But they were like, we were working on this game 8 years ago. This is what it looked like before. This is what it looks like now. It didn't work. We couldn't get the game to work. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
a like clarity of behind the scenes that feels very like, oh, this is the new younger people making Nintendo games now who are in
Hmm.
charge and not all of the old guard who
Right.
like were clearly trained very well in how you make an amazing video game, but are coming at it as like people who grew up playing Nintendo games. They're like,
Right.
people want to know this. People want to see this. So they showed it off. I was very surprised to hear that this new design they did 8 years ago before the movie, and the movie Donkey Kong is actually based
Oh.
on this version of Donkey Kong.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
when they started those character designs, Nintendo sent them like they were like, this is what Donkey Kong. They were basing it off of this. So like
Mm-hmm.
the assumption that it was like, oh, Nintendo's going all in on like the
Right.
animated forms of
Mm-hmm.
these characters. It's actually not true. And
Got it.
I liked that. I thought that was
Yeah.
cool.
No, good.
Um,
Yeah.
do you like that it's a little broken? The camera's like kind of janky because
The
I'm sort
camera
of
is a little
into it.
janky. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it
It's a fun
feels
game. It's
it's
still a
very much
fun
it's
game.
rule of cool. It's rule of cool for
It is. It
games,
is rule of
right?
cool.
They're just it's like Walkabout Mini Golf. They do the exact same thing. I kept thinking that while
Right.
playing this, where it's like it'd be nice if in Walkabout Mini Golf the game worked so that you didn't have to like see through walls and shit. Like you couldn't
Right.
just break the geometry, but
Right.
it just makes the game play better. And so
Yeah, it does.
in this, it's this like
Mm-hmm.
the first 5 minutes, my camera was like sideways in Donkey Kong, and I was seeing through like multiple levels of the floor just straight to
Yep.
Donkey Kong. I'm like,
Yep.
this is weird for a Nintendo
For a
game.
Nintendo, yeah, for a Nintendo, for them to let you see this. Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It makes me really excited to see like what they do next. Like I'm very, very optimistic now about Metroid, very optimistic about these
Mm-hmm.
new we have to play the new Mario Party stuff. I was gonna
Yeah.
suggest we do it before this week, like before we record, but just you and I without Tom isn't worth it. So
Nah.
when he gets back, we'll have to do it.
Okay.
I'm very excited for it. And maybe, who knows, maybe even Kirby's Air Riders will be good.
Could be
Could be.
more to come.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Um, you play anything else this week?
No.
No? You
Um,
watching?
I played actually another roller coaster tycoon scenario called Fungus Woods. It was a very hard
These
scenario.
like built in
What are you talking about?
the scenarios.
Yeah, they're like from the base game,
Okay.
Roller Coaster Tycoon to and all the expansions. So Fungus Woods is a scenario where you have to have 2,500 guests in your park by the end of year four with a park rating of at least 600. The catch is that there's two catches. One, you can't generate money from ride fees. You can only generate money from park entry, which is a lot harder. You're not going to generate as much money as usual. And part two is that you can only use a very limited number of rides that are based around wood rides. So the wood roller coaster you get, but it's an expensive roller coaster to build. And then all the other roller coasters are like either like the mouse trap one or the mine carts. So you don't get access to any steel roller coasters. You get no thrill rides. You get a log flume, but that's it. And as far as water rides go, um, and you get tons of stalls. But it was a hard one. It was a
Hell
tough
yeah.
one.
Hell yeah.
Tough. Took me all week to beat it, only because I didn't have enough time to just sit there and play.
Do you have
Um,
because I know you, so I know there's certainly, in fact, I'm going to rephrase this. I feel pretty strongly
uh,
that
let you down.
you are mostly playing from a like success standpoint and less from a like, well, I really like building this kind of roller coaster. So I'm go like because are do you try and build the things that you know work the way that you want them to? You're like, I need a roller coaster that does this well because it will give me this many like
Yeah,
you
that's the way
you've
I
got
am.
your yes, right. You're not
I'm success. I'm not building a role. I'm efficiency.
Yeah, you're
I'm
100% if it. You're not building a roller
there's
coaster because you like the design of the roller coaster.
no,
You're like, this looks cool, it's fun. You
no,
don't come to it and say, what roller coaster am I building today? You just have,
no,
do you know, like, I need this many blocks in this shape to
no,
build
not
your
this
roller
many blocks in this
coasters?
shape. But I know, you know, what's funny? I've watched a lot of roller coaster tycoon videos on because the game doesn't really explain this to you, but like
Yeah.
there are certain stat requirements that you have to have for each roller coaster to get the best chance at getting good stats. Like you want your roller coaster to be a high excitement rating and a high intensity rating, but you don't want it to be extreme intense because people won't ride it. Or you don't want it to be extreme nausea because people won't ride it. So you know, for certain roller coasters, they have to have a certain number of like a loop has to be in there, a certain drop height has to be in there, a length has to be in there. The more compact, the better. And if you want to watch anything on Roller Coaster Tycoon, you got to watch Marcel Voss, VOS. He's got tons of videos about Roller Coaster Tycoon, tons. And he is the best when it comes, at least to me, when it comes to Roller Coaster Tycoon. The guy's incredible.
Are you able to load up like all your different saves, or
Yeah.
does it have like limited save? Could you do me a favor?
I no, I can't because it's all the way upstairs. I'm not going
No, no, no.
upstairs.
I'm not asking you to go do anything right now.
Okay.
I want you to go load. How many scenario saves do you think you have? Like different ones, not like I have three from this scenario, like entirely different saves.
Oh, like 50 probably more.
Great. Can you open at least a dozen?
Okay.
Screenshot them so we can see the different kind of roller coasters. I want to into like a PowerPoint. I want you to show me.
Into a
I want like a
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. I know we're not doing challenges at the moment. We're gonna restart those with season
This sounds
five.
like a lot of work
But I want a tuna PowerPoint on because I'm curious
on
also to
Roller
see
Coaster
how many
Tycoon.
like if you end up seeing groups of like, oh look, I do always have one long one with a loop. I do always have one that does
Hmm.
this. I'm
Hmm.
curious. I would like to see that if you would indulge. You don't
All
need to
right.
have it for next week because I won't
I'm
be
not doing
here.
it for next. Yeah.
But for the
Yeah.
week
Yeah. Yeah.
after, two
All
weeks, if
right.
you put it together for me, I
Okay.
want to see it. I'm very
All right.
interested because everything you
Okay.
just said was actually more because I never considered the way you're playing this game, and it's
Yep.
such a way
The
I wouldn't
way
play the
I'm
game.
playing this
But because
game.
I would every time I would be like, "What park am I building this time?" Like it would be
No,
different.
no, there's
Like
none of that going on.
it would be
There's none of that
insane.
going on.
Right, which is
Uh,
why I can't play these games. They'll just lose all the time because
yeah.
because
No,
I
there's
don't
none of that
want to
going
play
on.
it that way.
I'm
Uh,
going for efficiency,
yeah,
compact as possible. Yep.
amazing.
Hmm.
That's incredible. Um, all right. We can do maybe you want to do a little news? I think maybe we should do a little bit of the news. Oh, I was stalling because I was like, there was something else I did want to go over. Speaking of which, because meanwhile I'm telling you, like, can you put together a presentation? I want to show you. It's largely not that interesting, probably to most people, but some people will have interest in it. I feel like you, Alex, would have interest in it if this were something you did. Like if you were like, oh, I did this for myself, like you would be interested in it. But for like if I have it or Tom has it, you're like, well, I don't care. It's not mine. Like I don't give a shit. Um,
Where is this going? The build up.
but no, it's not. I wouldn't necessarily. suggest it's build up. Is that build up?
The anticipation is
All right. Well, I'm gonna send it. I'm sending it to the group chat only because I'm gonna screen share it, but I'm just sending it to the group chat just so that I have it on my computer. Um,
okay.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna screen share this. So
I got
I
it.
was talking for a couple weeks about like I'm redoing the living room area, right? So I finished it.
Okay.
It took a really fucking long time because I cabled everything, Alex,
Yeah.
like
How big is that TV?
professionally.
65?
65,
Okay.
65.
Yeah.
If it's actually used to feel really small because we have a big wall and it was
Right.
like a lot kind of empty. And we had a very small, it was only like if you look here on the screen, it was like this high. It was like half the height of these cabinets,
Mm-hmm.
the console thing that we had. And then we had bookshelves to the side and they weren't very like we didn't really like them. The door shelf, like the sizing was wrong to like hold anything. So we got rid of both of those things and got this thing from IKEA. And part of the reason I bring it up is someone was asking
This
about,
was IKEA, huh?
yeah, it's
It
pretty
does
nice,
look
right?
it does. Yeah. I was gonna say it does kind of look like IKEA. Did you have to put this whole thing together? I mean, I'm assuming you did. That's
I did.
IKEA.
I could have paid for it, but like, why am I going to pay hundreds of dollars to have someone
No,
do
you
it
could.
when it's
It's yeah.
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 I did have someone come mount it because mounting stuff individually to the wall, um, getting
Mount
everything
what? The
even and
cabinets?
level, yeah, like especially because of these top ones,
Mm-hmm.
these three are floating, like these are
I see.
hanging.
I see.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, kind of because they come out to the side, so two of them are actually both hanging and connected, but the middle one is totally floating. Now, someone I think it was Talzar in the Discord was asking about like setting up a projector screen, but they were like, oh, it has to be renter friendly. Now, my stuff's mounted to the wall because we have a baby now. And I know when she starts, like, I can't have her pulling down, like, these things have to be mounted to the wall. Also, because I have this floating shelf. But you could still do what I did with my setup without necessarily mounting to the wall. That being said, I'm pretty sure, unless you live in a state that has zero renter protection laws or rights,
Mm-hmm.
that they for cosmetic things can be like, hey, you can't drill into the wall. But a lot of the time they just say that and it's like as long as you repair it, like whatever, like you're not going to get dinged. But I'm pretty sure when it comes to anchoring furniture for safety, they are not allowed to prohibit you from doing that. At least in like
I would
California.
assume
I
not.
would
Yeah.
assume not. Yeah, I would assume that they are not. So if you're just anchoring the thing to the wall,
Mm-hmm.
that's not the same as like mounting a projection screen. But if you were to anchor cabinets, because if you want to make sure they're extra sturdy, you could just put the screen across the top because that's essentially what I did is across the top of this, Alex, I have a 120-foot projection screen. And it just I
Wait, the
put
screen what comes down in front?
yeah, it comes down in front.
So when do you use the projector screen when you're gonna watch a movie or something?
So we used it. We've actually been watching a lot of movies. I'll just well,
Oh, I see it. What was that?
that was
Oh.
Kumail. That was Kumail Nanjiani. Because fucking weird, weird out of context for the screen share here.
hmm
All right, let me reshare
And what do you
this.
just use the sound bar for the sound or what?
Yes, and that is where this actually got like that's where it's partially like turned into a thing. So this is how big it is. Like
Okay.
it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. It's motorized. It was $175 for the screen. It was a
What?
motorized 120-inch projector screen. It goes across the top. I just push it to the back when I'm done. And then I pull it to the front and just drop the screen down. Now, I do, if you look, like you can see, I have it coming all the way down to the bottom, and it does
Uh-huh.
block the sound more than I thought. Because when I Googled, I was like, oh, can you put sound behind a projection screen? It works. And a lot of people are like, yeah, that's fine. Turns out they're using an acoustic projection screen. Those are like $1,000
Uh,
because they're perforated. But
right.
what I've just done, and it's I just got them here. I didn't finish it yet, but now I have two more wires to do. But then I'm done.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm gonna take the sound bar and unplug it, and I'm gonna add an HDMI extension cord so that
Uh-huh.
I can just because the Sonos it just lifts up and drops down onto the wall mount.
Yeah.
So, and then I have another power cord that's behind my Xbox here. I got another power cord for it. So when I go to watch, I will just bring the screen down to right above this shelf instead of even with it. So, and
Right.
I'll move this, I'll just lift the soundbar and move it. I tested it, takes 30 seconds. I just lift the soundbar, move it. I have it, and then I just change the power cord. Because I have all that stuff wired up behind the TV.
Right.
Um, this is where I went like nuts though, is
Mm.
you can't see shit cables. And this
Hmm.
thing is wired out the wazoo. Because I
Yeah.
have like, I have these lights behind the TV. This is
Right.
like my dream setup. It was an accident that this happened, but we were just like, we need more storage and we need something that we can mount to the wall so the kid can't get it and all of our stuff's not, because I like behind the thing was like a rat's nest of wires before with all the
Right.
consoles and shit that was there. So I was
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna make it nice. It took so long to wire everything properly. So like on the left-hand side, I have a spot for our laptops. They have their own charging cable. I have the
Right.
PlayStation 5 in a shelf, which I get a little worried about like the heat. So I have a
Yeah.
USB fan there for it.
Hmm.
And then down below it, behind the original Switch in my analog pocket, I have all of the power. So
Mm.
there's a big surge protector breaker here that all the power stuff goes into.
Got it.
Um, Everything's labeled. And then I have the PSVR over here, which is in their charging port and the headset, club, all that stuff. But then I also have, so like these are all my Ethernet wires for everything. And then I have one for my computer that I can pull out to the couch. So to have a couch length. I have the HDMI switcher because so I
Yeah.
have an Apple TV Velcro to the back of the TV. That's plugged right in. Um, and then I have like a drop down with two HDMI cables. One goes into the PS5, the other one goes to the switcher. And that has both switches, the Xbox, the Steam Deck, and the analog pocket. So that's five port HDMI switcher, also
Jeez.
full. Um, And then I ran a USB cable to this shelf as well. And so that I can charge like the Xbox Elite, I can charge the PlayStation controllers. And then all the way on the right side, I have a charger for the iPad, which stays over here. I've got a tray for our remotes. My Nintendo controllers I have a charger for the also the headsets. And then down here I have a charger for my Oculus and then any other third-party random. It wasn't the plan. The plan was just like we just need something that's big enough to hold everything.
Right.
Dude, I love it.
It's
I
great.
love it. I love
It's
it.
great. No, it looks sweet.
Um, and Therese is actually like, she was like 50-50 on it at first because she was like, well, it's bigger than I thought like we wanted for something. She was like, but she's really
Mm.
happy with A, now there's like somewhere to put our computers and plug them in all the time. And
Right.
B, she was like, well, it looks really clean. So like she
Yeah,
really
it
likes like
does.
how neat it is.
Yeah.
So if you're a cable freak like me, you'd be into this. If you're not, I'm sorry for
Mm.
the last 10 minutes,
Oh my God.
you know?
Especially if you're not watching.
Okay, yeah, that's, I mean, I think I described the shelves well
Yeah,
enough,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, sure,
So
sure.
everything's the biggest success for me about all of this was that everything is labeled and it's like everything is cordoned off. And then like I have cables tied together and like nothing is loose. It's like all the power is here, all the HDMI is there, all the Ethernet is here, and everything. Like if I needed to change something, it actually wouldn't be that difficult to do it, which before was like a nightmare if I had to do that. Um, so, you know, that's nice. It's nice to like things too, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. Look,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did start this out by saying I know I'm sleep deprived,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's do a little news, Tuna.
Hit me with some news.
Marvel Comic Invasion previews are out. People are playing it hands-on San Diego Comic-Con. People are
Okay.
loving it. People are
Great.
loving it. This is the team that brought us um the TMNT games, the TMNT beat
Okay.
'em up that we played.
Yeah,
We
sure.
we loved that. They're following up. There's a tag system for like changing characters and stuff in and out, which is pretty cool. I think
Yep.
that's like a nice throwback to the Marvel tag fighting games.
Yep.
Different branching paths in
Beautiful.
the game, and the characters like level up. We get like skill points and stuff. So they're going all out
Beautiful.
with it. I'm very
Great.
excited for this to come out. I feel like we're gonna play the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
that's that.
There it is.
Uh, you made some bids this week, I think, on our fantasy
I
league.
did. Did I get in?
Let's check in on our fantasy league. Because speaking of our fantasy league, I now have another over 90 game. There are two over 90 games in our league, being Split Fiction
Mm.
and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I've got both of
Yep.
them.
Oh, you got both those?
Um,
Okay.
Blueprints fell down to I think a 90 or an 89. Let me see.
Ooh.
89, which I'm not shocked. It's going to be really hard for people that aren't like into deep puzzle games.
Yep.
It asks a lot of the player. That being said, like you can't get that video game without asking a lot of the player, and sometimes you need to make stuff for a more niche audience.
Sure.
Um, so let's see. Tuna's got two bids in Mafia of the Old Country, Ninja Gaiden 4 right now. The bids are open, so you could be outbid, but you do have two bids in. Bids close on
Who's gonna
Saturday at
outbid
5 p.m.
me?
Yeah, I mean, if someone drops a game and picks one up, but
Who's doing that?
I have no intention. So yeah,
All
you're good.
right.
I have Marvel Comic Invasion, which is why I brought that up. Thought it was a good segue to get over here. But that doesn't come out to the end of this year. But now I'm sitting pretty with 291s. 79 points so far for the year. So you've got only 22 points for the year, but you've also only had two releases. You have a lot of strong games. You've got Ghost of Yote, Pokemon, MLB The Show. Looks like you're gonna probably get Mafia, Ninja Gaiden. Um, the one that I'm not sure for you is Borderlands. I think that's gonna make or break your game, right?
What are you talking about? It's
Well,
gonna
it's
be
just
great.
if it's Borderlands 3 again, I think you're done. If it's actually a new game and people like it,
Yeah.
then you're good. Like
Okay.
if
Well,
you look, if that game comes out, right, and the reviews are
yeah.
like, we need to play this, then I'm gonna get it and we're gonna play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they're like, you know what this game is already, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably just skip it.
Oh, wow. Come a long
Probably
way
just skip
since
it.
when you told me to get Borderlands 1. And I went
Yeah.
to the store to buy it.
Physical games. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Tom's only got two games left. Demon School, Slay the Spire 2. He's at 92 points. So
Ooh.
right now, if you look at our league's projection, actual projected points are Tom will have 106 with second place. I will have 116 with first, and you have 84 with third. But you have two games missing from
Oh,
yours.
right.
So
Okay.
so you have to add those points.
Sure.
Yeah, if they average like an 85, you're like right in between Tom and I. So if either of them or maybe even higher actually than me, because that would give you, yeah, you're like almost even with me. So yeah,
All right.
if they do all right, you're set. I think Borderlands 4 makes or breaks the season, but right now any of us can win, which is awesome because it's always just in one person who kind of just blows everyone else away. And this year
Mm-hmm.
right now, any one of us could win this game.
Sure.
So that's fun to look at.
In other news, I think that I have always said on this podcast that I never liked South Park, didn't really watch
Oh
it.
my God.
It wasn't really something that I was
I'm
interested
excited to hear
in.
this.
I didn't I just someone texted me being like, did you see the latest South Park? And I was like, oh no, I don't really watch South Park. And they were like, oh, but it's about Trump. So I was like, oh, sure, let me check it out. I can't
Where
recommend
do
this
you watch
episode.
this?
I have
What is it streaming
well,
on?
well, like, what do you mean? What was it streaming on?
Like, how do you watch it?
Oh,
I
it
don't know
was
if I wanted to watch this, how I watch it.
it was on you. Well, for me, it's on YouTube TV.
Okay, got it.
Um, so I did that, but I also was just watching the clips on my phone,
Sure.
and because there's two clips that I think are just great, and I think it's great. I think it's a great episode. I think that they're. I know we're not like a political. There's nothing. Well, but I'm interested
It's
to see
safe
what
to say we
happens.
don't like fascists.
Right, and I'm interested to see what happens now, considering they canceled Colbert. The Skydance merger is going to go through, and they just put out this episode and also just did a deal with Paramount for I think it was
Yeah,
$3.6 billion.
who
So
knows?
like, is he going to sue them? And if he sues them, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So anyway, that's just, there you go for
yeah.
news.
Fuck
So
them.
go watch that episode. It's great.
Yeah, that's what I say. Fuck them.
Fuck
I can't
off.
believe that you're saying you like South Park to anything. Just your
Yeah,
entire life, Alex.
I know.
You hated South Park.
I did hate it because I didn't like,
Hated
I
it.
didn't, because you know what it is too about South Park that I don't like?
I
I
know what it
am
is, but I
not.
want you to say it anyway.
What am I gonna say?
You always said these two specific things.
I
You think
got.
it's ugly
That's true.
and and
It's
that you
true.
don't like disgusting and like crass adult poo humor,
I don't
especially in
like poo poo pee
animation.
pee. I don't like poo poo pee pee humor. I am not a potty humor
But
person. I
even
don't.
more with animation, because you'll watch things in movies where shit happens and you'll be like, oh, but if it's like in cartoons, you find it like
I just
repelling.
find it. You know what it is? Like I find now that I'm older and I've watched some clips of old episodes of South Park, do I find a lot of it very smart? Yeah, I do. And I'm like, oh wow, that's really smart. But then for
There's also
me,
a lot of stupid shit in it too.
but that's what it is. For
Yeah.
me, there's like when they go to the really, really immature, really potty humor stuff, I like I'm just
Yeah.
like it's just totally turned off by it.
Yeah.
But this
Especially
episode,
especially the
I get
sexualized stuff.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just not my
If every cartoon could be celibate, Tuna would be so happy.
mm, mm.
Right? If there was never a horny anything in a drawing.
The horny, well, Mineta, any anime where there's a horny
Yeah.
person, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. No, you're
Or
not
or
wrong.
in TV, I don't like it when there's a bathroom scene in t on TV. Like, why do you have to show this person pissing? Like, I don't understand.
You know,
Why is
look,
that?
as
Who
someone who
cares?
is just surrounded by shit and piss right now,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
farts,
dude,
man, does that
dude,
kid fart.
I don't
Oh
even.
my
I know.
God.
Well, today she ripped one today, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she wouldn't like admit it was her, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, who do you think it was?"
Dude, for like, so she was like constipated for a couple of days, right?
Oh, beautiful.
But but it was just farts. It was just non-stop farts. Like at one point, so like we have like a mini crib bassinet, but we also like we have like a side sleeper, and it's one of those ones that can like move for you like a swing or whatever. But
Hmm.
the one upstairs doesn't. But I told you I got that e-stroller, right? So the stroller
Oh, right,
can automatically
right.
rock
Yes,
itself because it's electronic.
right.
The wheels are like a hoverboard, if you imagine that, right?
Yeah.
So we brought that in and it's upstairs when we're not using the stroller. We keep it upstairs because like needs a rocker to get her to sleep, like pop her in, turn
Hmm.
it on for 30 minutes, she's out. But like you cover it, right?
Hmm.
Because it's got like keep her nice and warm in there because we're like blasting the
Sure.
AC in the house.
Right.
Um, I like lift it open and she's just like hotboxing herself. It's just, it's just like it hits you like a punch in the face. Like it was like the air was like thick when I was
Oh,
and like she didn't even go to the bathroom. It's just farts. It's just contained in like a bubble. I was just like, I can't believe she can even breathe in there.
oh,
I was like, do we need to like put a fan like to just like
oh
blow
my
the air?
God.
So that was a real surprise for us, let me
Mm,
tell you.
mm, mm.
Yeah, she's gonna love that I said this one day. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh
Uh,
man. All right. Do you remember there was that playtest for a weird like MMO game that Nintendo was working on?
oh yeah.
There's doing another playtest.
Oh wow.
We can apply for it. We both should.
Okay.
Uh, oh man, I missed this news. This is actually from last week. See, look, you don't want to come to me for the news right now.
Okay. All
I
right,
don't
so
know
let's move
what's
on.
going on. Let's
Let's
move
keep
on.
going.
Let's move on. Let's do.
Do we have any? Oh wait, because you punted. Did we get
Yes, we
any
did.
responses?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
So here's
Before
the
we do
reason why
that,
we
can
didn't
we
do it. Did we
ca-
explain on the podcast why we didn't do it?
uh yeah, let's do this. You did sort of. Not really, but sort of. You were
Well,
kind of
because
like, we don't have
we
time for this. We can't tell what
no,
we're
we
doing.
thought we would be sitting here thinking, and usually when we're thinking, you're talking.
Yeah, but the goal
So
is the goal with you guys working together is then that you try and work it out with
I
one
think we were
another.
both
Tom
just
throws an
like
idea out and then
I think our brains were just
yeah.
not working.
I think the game's got to go at the start of the episode.
Okay.
Because when we did that the last time, man,
Yeah,
what
no, it
an
worked.
episode that was.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. All right,
So I
so
think I
let's
think we got to do them early.
everybody what it was. What was
All right,
the
so I called in.
Yeah.
I left a voicemail,
Yeah.
which when the surprise motherfucker played, unfortunately you didn't hear it the first time. You heard it the second time. but Tom reacted, and then he was like, "Did you hear that?" And you're like, "No, I didn't hear it." And then he had to, because he's never played the voicemail, so he was doing it in a. There's a way to just play the audio. You notice like I never share my screen when I'm doing it,
Yeah.
and so it was. But also he's streaming it at the same time. Again, this is the thing you're missing is someone to vamp while the other person is doing the thing because I was pulling up the note for where because I had so I have a Gamebusters. That Bostonian told me to get in his vehicle, but I prefer to travel in giant robots.
Right. So I was thinking like Paul Revere, John Adams, Samuel
Okay,
Adams.
okay, okay,
Uh, what other Bostonians? I mean, the other ones we were thinking were like Affleck and Damon.
okay.
Um, but then we just said the listeners could write
Sure.
in answers, and if
One
anyone
of
got it
them
right,
did send in the
did
right answer. Someone
one
got
of
the
them
right
sent
answer.
one of them
Yes.
sent in the right answer?
Yes. Yes. And I'll tell you what it is and who it was. But first, I want you to take a stab at this with me.
I'm trying right now
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
a stab
So
at
I'm
it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're going about this first part wrong.
The
You're focused
Bostonian?
on the wrong part of this, right?
You say Bostonian. Why
Listen,
would I
listen.
not focus on the Bostonian?
Okay, but there's one other thing to point out here.
Okay.
Because Bostonian's obviously important, but your
Yep.
focus right now, what you're thinking is like, well, who is he talking about?
Hmm.
And actually, the important thing is that they're from Boston, not who the person is. I'm not talking about. So that Bostonian told me to get in his vehicle. I'm sorry, does anyone like use generally, like, why am I using the word vehicle?
Well, because I guess you mean like a boat or
Or
a car
maybe, yeah.
or wagon,
What what other reason could someone from Boston be relevant?
Boston Tea Party,
All right, I'm gonna let you just come to a guess.
Boston Tea
This
Party,
is a
Boston
character, by the way.
Massacre. Oh, right, it was a character. What is it with Boston? The
And this
Tube,
the second part is, but I prefer to travel in giant robots.
giant robots. What's a giant robot? Um, a mech, right? Olmec
Okay, so your guess
from
is
Legends of the
Olmec
Hidden
from
Temple.
yeah, from Let's Duck Waffles on YouTube sent in the right answer.
Duck. I don't even know this, but duck waffles.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. He comments on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, we have to give him something because we said we were going to give him something.
That's on you and Tom to figure out. Text
I
Tom.
said we would give a
Text
signed
Tom
something.
and have Tom get some swag of something from Comic-Con.
All right, hold on.
And that will be what you will send him. Tell Tom to get something that would be fun to send the
Get
winner.
some fun swag from Comic Con that we. I mean, you can't. How are you going to sign it?
I'm you two sign it. I wasn't there for it.
All right, that you and I can sign for the person who guessed who guessed Chris's BS blockbuster game buster.
Yeah. All right. So that Bostonian told me to get into his vehicle.
Yeah.
How did Bostonian say things?
Ka Cartman?
Kamek.
Kamek? Kamek? Who the fuck is Kamek?
Kamek.
Who's
Kamek.
that?
Kamek is the little wizard in Mario. He's the wizard guy. Kamek.
Oh. Oh my God.
Kamek. Alex says for the listeners, his hands are not in his face. His hand is on top of his head as he's laughing, falling back.
Oh, oh my God.
I felt like honestly, I felt when I
Oh.
made this one, I was like, I'm gonna try and make something that I feel like they can get because I'm not
No,
there
I
to
don't
help
think we would have
them.
ever, I don't think we would have
But
ever
he got
gotten
it.
it.
He got it.
Okay. Good for you, Puzzle. What's his name again?
Duck waffles.
Duck Waffles. I was about to call him Puzzles.
Yeah,
Duck Waffles. All right, Duck Waffles.
duck
Well, Tom
waffles.
is gonna, I texted Tom to get you something from Comic-Con and we will send it to you.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Tom could get him something good, I bet.
I
Or at
fucking
least
hope
better
so.
than trash.
Yeah, better than
So
trash. for sure.
All right, so there is we're gonna do this question and then you can,
Then we're gonna hit it.
yeah, then we're
Because
gonna
you
hit it. I won't be here next week. I probably will send in a game
another
of some
question.
kind for you. Yeah, I've been coming up with games and stuff. I have a lot of new ideas for season
Okay.
five, though. You
All
know,
right. All right.
you give me t a time off, and then I'm gonna do things
Give
like
me time
the
off.
little
He's got time
intro
off.
that
He's got
I
yeah.
did
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week,
yeah.
right?
Right,
Like,
right.
I wouldn't
Yep.
normally take the time to do that.
Sure. Sure.
All right, so this came in from it's dark blue, so I can't let me highlight it. Big Boss Nasty. All right. Just started a new job and hit us with one of those stupid icebreakers where I had to share a
Uh
fun fact
right, the
about
fun fact
myself in front
one.
of everyone. I was meeting
Yeah,
for
I
the
hate
first
that.
time. I never know what to say and end up just saying I have two dogs. That's yeah, boring.
Yeah, that's boring, dude. You got to
What?
change that. I
Like
don't
I
I don't
hope
care
you
if
at
you got to
least give
make
the
something
names
up.
and why. Unless they're just like Rupert and Albert. Like, like
You got to make something up.
yeah. What do you do in that situation? Like I imagine there's an icebreaker happening. Okay, imagine there's an icebreaker happening right now, and
Yeah.
I ask you both to share a fun fact that we don't know about you. What are you saying? Suck it. Pretty
I
good.
my go-to,
Oh, you have a
I
go-to
have
as
a
well.
go-to. I
You
have
have
a
a go-to as
go-to.
well.
I have a go-to because it's usually something that people would
Good man.
never expect.
Good man.
So I played, you know, we all, I don't know if we all know this, but well, Chris knows it, but I used to play violin
Yes.
and I used to play it pretty well. And
Yeah.
I was in a special orchestra when I was like 14 or 15. And we played at Lincoln Center, the famous symphony hall in New York City. And people are usually like, whoa, that was really cool. Like, oh, you played at Lincoln Center? Like, So that's usually my go-to that gets a whole bunch of people being like, didn't expect that. Didn't expect you to even know how to play an instrument.
How
So
well do you
that's
think you
usually
could play it today?
very poorly.
Yeah.
Very, very poorly. Yeah, very poorly.
I bet though,
Because
if
like
you took like 3 months, you could play it decently,
probably, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my
That's cool.
go-to.
That's good.
Yeah, it's usually my go-to. That or like the other one I used when I was younger was I was president of my fraternity.
Ugh.
But like that now is like 38, so it's kind of like I'm gonna be 38 now, so it's kind of like, who cares?
No, it's definitely better to talk about like something that was interesting from like middle or high school than from like when you were in a fraternity. And I
Yeah.
mean that sincerely. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean that
Um,
very
no,
sincerely.
and now the other fun fact is now I just throw it to like the sentimental one, which is like, oh, my daughter is awesome. My daughter this, my daughter
For
that.
sure, sure.
That's usually the other go-to if I don't want to say the violin one, and I'm just like, I just want to get this over with. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just be boring because I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got?
Well, I would
What do you
never
got over
do
there?
like, oh, I was X podcast or like I would never use
I
like
would never
things I've
say I was
done
ranked.
because I don't like,
I would never say I was ranked on Bungie.net at 252 in the world at
no, but that is really funny if you did
team
do
of
that. Could
team
you imagine?
objective
Could you,
on
Alex, they're
Halo
bringing you,
2.
they're gonna make you partner at, like some law firm and they're like, introduce yourself. You're like, well, I was
I was I was number
no scope
252 in the
king
world
of Long
of
Island.
yeah. I was number
Um,
252 out of tens of thousands
yeah.
in
Yeah,
team objective on Halo 2.
I
I was overlord of my clan.
I went to the premiere of Phantom Menace and I painted my face like Darth Maul. That's true, but that's not what I say. Uh, by the way, did you see, I put this up,
Yeah, I saw.
the Star Wars
I
logo.
know. I saw. We saw pictures.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't remember. Look, I don't
Ooh.
know. I've
All
been
right.
doing a
What's
lot of
your so
Lego,
what's
catching
gonna be
up on
your
Lego.
fun fact?
Okay,
What's your
well,
fun fact?
so
What do you got?
I don't like doing like anything that's like braggy. So
But
I
that's what the
found
fun fact.
or something that's just weird.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Sure.
So I have one, which by the way, you can use because honestly, always a hit. People love this. People like it so much that they always look it up because they don't believe you, which is,
Yeah.
and you can do it too because you also went to our middle school. I always tell
Okay.
people about Harvey.
Harvey. Harvey.
Harvey, the 9 foot alligator that we had at our middle school.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
People are always like, "What are you talking about? You had an alligator at your middle school that they
Yep.
would put
That's
a
good.
muzzle on and walk around the halls." And I'm
Good.
like, "Yeah, we had." Which
Yeah.
I when I Googled it because I told someone recently, because they were talking about how they had like goats at their high school. I was like, we didn't have any goats, but I was like, but we had a 10 foot, like a 9 foot. He was 10 feet when they got rid of him. They also got rid of him not much longer than like when we were last there. It was like 2008
I can't
maybe.
believe they let Mr. Kerr, who was
Dude,
the name of the guy, I can't believe they let him do what he did in
it's
the basement.
he was there for
Like
like 20 years. Our middle school
this
had an
guy,
alligator for
this
20
not, it wasn't just,
years.
yeah, it was the alligator. He also had other reptiles
Yeah,
down
we had
there.
a
He
lot of
had
shit
bows
down
and
there.
arrows. He had bows
Yep.
and arrows. He had the archery club. He actually took
Parrots.
people. Yeah.
Parrots.
And the other thing he did, which I don't know if, now I'm thinking about it, he had access to like satellites because we used to like
Remember the
print out
robot?
weather data
The robot
on
arm?
the arm, yeah, but like down in the basement, I mean, who knows what that went on down there?
Who knows?
But down in the basement, he also had like a computer setup where we could access like weather satellites. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
Like, what the
we had
fuck?
like a bat cave. We had like an evil
Yeah.
villain lair. You
Yeah.
throw the bad kits to the alligator.
This school was so weird. It had floating doors. Like
So-
doors that were just floating up on the wall that like there was no entry point. Like there was no stairs up to it. There was no ladder up to it. It was just
Yeah.
a door that was just up there. And it was just
hmm
like, what are those doors? What is going on?
It was so weird. Does sound like
Yeah,
something out of like a Roald Dahl book.
it does. But there were floating doors in our school.
So I always tell people about Harvey. I'm like, oh, well, the
Good.
middle school I went to, we had a 9 foot alligator named, which I could say 10 now because that's how big he was when they got rid of him. But I remember him
Yep.
being 9 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like, I guess Mr. Kerr took him in. And then so he was retiring. So they sent him to like a sanctuary where I think he
Wait, I
still
remember.
might be.
Yeah. Wait, I remember too. He had long white hair,
Oh, yeah.
right? And he had a full beard. Or did he have a beard? But he had this big mustache, this big white mustache, and he rode this motorcycle. And one day he rode up
Yeah.
with the Spanish teacher on the back. And we were all just like,
Well,
what the
I
fuck is
mean,
this? Who is this
oh,
guy?
wait, which Spanish are you talking about, Mr. Nicodemus?
No, not Mister. And it
Or are you
wasn't
talking
Miss
about
Lo
the
it
Spanish
wasn't Miss
teacher that we all thought was hot?
No, that was Miss Logius.
Yeah.
And she was that
She
was
got
high
together
school.
with the gym team, the
No, that
lacrosse.
was Terra Nova got together with the
Oh,
gym
I'm talking about the high
teacher.
school one. See, oh, I can't believe you remember all their names. I'm terrible
Yeah,
with names. I don't remember
yeah.
the names. So I only remember Mr. Kerr because he's like a fictional character, you know? I remember the technology class he did, Alex.
We
Because we
said
had the robot.
technology.
We had the robot. I
Yeah.
remember him showing us he showed us that like AT&T promo video that they were talking about the future of stuff that people like to bring up
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, they knew about the iPad and the internet and all
Mm,
the things that were going to happen. So he showed us
mm.
that, but I also remember he showed us an entire thing on like cryo freezing people, and that was being the future.
It was
The guy was a fucking
I mean
lunatic. I love it. I love it.
they also had like it wasn't wood shop. It was like techno
No.
wood. It was like we made a camera out of an
Yep.
oatmeal tin
Oh
with a
yeah.
little aperture
The pinhole
hole,
camera.
a
Yep.
pinhole camera. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
And what else did they have
We
us?
did that for we did the thing for the eclipse. We made like a
Oh
viewfinder for the
yeah.
eclipse.
Yeah. They
Yep.
also did the egg thing. We also had home ec.
Yes.
They taught us to cook.
We did the slot car derby. Like you had to make the cars and
Yeah,
you had
we
to
made
make
some.
them.
We also
But
did take care of the
he did a
egg.
crazy thing. Remember, didn't we use CO2 canisters? We did the CO2 canister cars instead of the slot cars. Slot cars was um scouts. But
Scouts. I don't.
Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. Technology was
Mr.
CO2
Tech.
was CO2 jet powered cars. So we'd load a CO2 cartridge into the back of the car, and
Oh
he had
my
like a pin
God.
thing, it was like a little uh
I
almost
can't believe they let
imagine
us do
like a
half this shit.
trebuchet. Like it would drop and hit the back of it, and the car would just
Yeah.
rocket.
Again, I can't believe they let us do half this
It's
stuff,
amazing,
especially with the number of uncoordinated people who were at that
incredible.
school.
Yeah, incredible, amazing time. What an amazing time. So that's the one I go with.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with that one from now on.
It's a fun one. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing. Alex, when that popped into my brain years ago for the first time, I had to Google it myself because I'm like, is this just some phantom memory I have
Right.
that's real or not?
Right.
Like, was my weird ADHD imagination, have I lost a grip on reality or did this happen? And then when I looked it up, it's like, nope, he's named Harvey. That's, I
Uh,
always thought our school was stupid for not renaming our like teams from like we were the Cyclones. We should have been like the Gators or something, and we should have had
because of the
Harvey as like a
Harvey.
mascot. Like it's
Oh
so
my God.
cool. What a
I can't
claim
believe
to
we
fame.
had a croc.
I think it was a Gator.
I don't know.
Yeah. Ah. All right. Well, Tuna,
Yeah.
that's about it for this week. Hit us up. Email on unrankedpodcast.com, 805-738-8692. I'm out next week. I talked to Gio about maybe coming on. Tom will be back. But then I'll be back the week after that. So what do you think about today, Tuna?
Yeah, today was good. We learned about the kid. We learned about Donkey Kong Bananza. It's been a great time. Chris only missed a couple weeks. Now he's back. Then he's gonna miss another week. Then he's gonna come back. Tom,
Yeah,
of
on and
course,
off.
flaked out. Tom came out.
And Tom's got a house. I'm excited for him.
Oh right, Tom has a house now.
I'm excited for him.
So
It's gonna be good
yeah,
times.
good for him.
Good times
for him.
ahead.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's doing great out there. Until next time, stay unranked.
Suck it.